Aloha, this is Compass TV, and this channel is dedicated to diving deeper into life's unanswered questions. We're so excited to have Phoenix Soul on here, a embodiment of a goddess, literally, and she has completely felt home in her body and accepted all imperfections and loved herself in her body, and I want to learn from her. So here she is.
Yes, aloha. Thank you, everyone. So grateful to be here. Thank you, Compass Travelers, for this amazing space we cultivated together. Today we're going to be diving deeper into the connection between the body and the body as the first home, how Mama Earth is our first home. Let's get into it.
So our first question is going to be, what was our original home, our first home that we felt?
To be honest, I feel as though my first home is Mother Earth. Mm-hmm. Mother Earth, for me, symbolizes that womb space, right? The mama. Mm-hmm. And being this physical, fleshy being, you know, oftentimes when I feel like I'm losing myself, when I feel disconnected, when I'm coming home, the things that I do is like come back to my breath, reminding myself that I'm here, I'm now, I'm present, mm-hmm. I'm experiencing these things in real time. And so the original home is Mother Earth, and how I'm connecting that recently is the body, you know, mm-hmm. the body, the being, the vessel that holds this spirit.
Yeah, and how do you connect your earthly flesh to the beautiful Mama Gaia? How do you connect that? What activities makes you feel most at home and most part of the one and part of the earth once again? Because we really are just living our temporary lifetime in this body, but we really are from all of this originally.
True that. Yeah, I feel as though the things that help me stay connected mm-hmm. or these interactions, mm-hmm. you know, that soul community, that
definitely,
that tribe of yours that speaks your language. And it's not like a dialect, right? It's not the words, it's the energetic beings. It's the I see you for who you are, you see me for who you are, and we're accepting and embracing those flaws.
100%.
So I feel what connects us to ancestors and spirit guides and the then, the now, the here, mm-hmm. and whatever is to come is that soul connection, that community, the earth, the being one.
Yeah, remembering that I might be myself, but we are basically the same. You are me and I am you.
That's true.
The Ubuntu theory.
Yeah.
So the next question is, how do humans embrace their imperfections, and how are they okay with their flaws? We may not love our flaws, but how can we be okay with it and embrace it? I know personally for me, I have had difficulties wanting to be perfect or have perfectionism on my body or want symmetry. I know there's many that can relate. They feel like they need to be in a sort of standard or box that society creates. And how can we learn from Mother Nature, who is not symmetrical and is abundantly flawless, but has all of the rips and bumps and bruises that a human body might have? How can we embrace that on ourselves, on our human temple, like Mama Earth does?
Yeah. I think firstly we can acknowledge that the small intricacies are really just a greater part of that bigger masterpiece, that bigger canvas. Mm-hmm. And if you look close to an abstract painting, you might see brush strokes, you might see small imperfections, but when you take a moment to step back and realize the larger picture, that this physical being, the cracks, the crevices, the scars, the hairs, the acne, the stretch marks, the scars, all of those things, they tell a story, and it's part of a larger representation of who we are. And so when we can first acknowledge that those brushstrokes, those what seem to be imperfections but really are minute details, and most of the times we're our own worst critics.
Yeah.
The things that we see about ourselves as negative make us unique, make us one of a kind. And so I think a great first step for anybody who's really resonating with sometimes criticizing ourselves for the things that aren't symmetrical, the things that aren't in a perfect box, is that what makes us whole is a circle, and coming back to those small details, recognizing that they make us who we are, and who we are is the greatest gift, like being authentic to you. So just start by embracing, start by looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I accept myself for who I am today. I'm grateful for this body. Gratitude is one of the most powerful practices. I'm grateful for this time with you. I'm grateful for the temperature of your skin, the way your eyes move when you feel, you know, the hair, the everything about each of us makes us so imperfectly perfect.
It's
so
alive, and to think about it too, like perfectionism and symmetry is all human made.
That's true.
It's not in the environment. We made it, you know.
That's right.
So it's really not real.
It's not real. And if you look around, like, what's real? You know?
The trees all are not perfect. Nothing's in boxes or stereotypes. Humans have just created that all. We feel like if we want to return back to loving our flaws and ourselves, we need to return back to our childlike self, our fun, playful, joyful self that's careless and silly and flows with Mother Earth. Because after all, this body is just a tool, and our soul is a temporary guest in this body. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm vibing with that. I feel as though coming back to our childhood selves gives us permission to play, gives us permission to break out of those barriers that we talked about, to recognize what's really true, what's heartfelt. And when we get together and we play not only on our own but with each other, it like ignites that freedom. It ignites that true essence of like liberation that we've been talking about in the body.
Yes. Like randomly wanting to scream. Stuff like that. We need to be able to normalize and make people, be their true authentic selves.
True that.
And not be ashamed of it. Thanks for watching, and we just want to remind you guys to always follow your inner compass and stay true to yourself. Aloha.